Alright guys, today we're making the nail sword from Hollow Knight, one of the most iconic weapons in indie gaming. So in this video, I'll walk you through the full build from start to finish, nice and clean, beginner friendly. Let's get straight into the build. So first, I'm laying out all the paper patterns I prepared for this sword. I start cutting the sides of every pattern using a sharp cutter. I tape the parts together using regular tape to form the basic shape and check if everything aligns correctly. Once the pattern looks good, I cut the final template pieces with the cutter. Here's all the pattern pieces nicely cut and ready to transfer to EVA Foam. I stick the paper pattern onto EVA Foam using tape so it doesn't move while cutting. Then I start cutting the EVA Foam with the cutter. Make sure your blade is sharp to avoid jagged edges. I hit the EVA Foam with a heat gun to make the cut lines pop out clearly before beveling later. Moving on to the sword body, I glue the layers together using contact cement. I mark the bevel guidelines using a silver pen so I know exactly where to angle my cuts. Then I bevel all those edges carefully using the cutter. I glue the bevel pieces together using contact cement to lock the shape in place. For the core, I'm using an iron rod and a PVC pipe to reinforce the sword. I wrap masking tape around the iron rod so it fits tight inside the pipe without wiggling. I glue the rod inside the pipe using super glue for a solid connection. If the foundation is right, I'll glue the sword first using contact cement. For the handle, I also insert an iron rod inside to make it stronger. I draw the bevel guides on the handle using the silver pen like before. Then I cut all the bevels on the handle using the cutter. This part of the handle does have quite a lot of cutting to do, just be patient. The blade edges also get beveled using the cutter to get that sharp look. After that, I smooth everything with a mini grinder to clean up any uneven cuts. I also use the mini grinder on the detail parts so they look smoother and more defined. Here's the showcase of the smoothed out pieces after grinding. Then I glue all the small detail parts using super glue to attach everything securely. This is how it looks after the tail is attached. It looks cool, right? Any excess material sticking out gets trimmed using scissors. I glue the final tip of the sword together using super glue so the shape stays tight. Here's the full build result before soldering. Now I go in with a soldering iron and follow all the lines I marked earlier with the silver pen to create engravings and grooves. And here's how the soldered lines look: clean, recessed, and ready for paint. Alright, let's jump straight into painting. First thing I do is heat up the prop with a heat gun to open the foam pores. Once it's warm, I spray the whole surface with rubber paint to seal it and give it a flexible base coat. For the first color, I painted the sword silver. And even next, I airbrush black paint on the edges to create shadows and depth so the sword doesn't look flat. I build up the shadows slowly so the gradient stays smooth. After the shading looks good, I finish the whole paint job with a clear coat to protect the colors. Simple, clean, and effective. And that wraps up the full build for the Hollow Knight nail sword. Super clean result, lightweight, and perfect for cosplay or display. Don't forget to subscribe to Federline House for more prop builds and painting tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.